come. Post time. Deep stretch now. Shut the camera up.
Broadcasting live from Prince Edward Island, this is Race Day.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Red Shores at the Summerside Raceway. I'm your host, Rocky Skierman. Vance Cameron in the booth calling all the action on a Tuesday night. 11 races on tap for you. The feature comes up tonight in race number 10. 5 starters going behind the starting gate with Bacon on a Biscuit and Adam Murner, Starship Zodiac, David Dowling. Hamac Maximus leaves 3 with Damien McClellan. Sobble Attack 4 with Kenny Murphy. And Brookdale Johnny from post 5 with Paul Angel. Going to be a good night of harness racing here at Red Shores Summerside. Now let's go upstairs to the man who's going to call all the action. That is Mr. Vance Cameron. Vance, better have a sharp pencil and lots of ink tonight.
Absolutely, Mr. Skierman. I have not, and I repeat, not seen anything like we're about to announce here at Summerside tonight. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Red Shores at the Summerside Raceway for tonight's racing program, event number 31 of the meeting. Good track conditions. There is a 1-second variant. It's 10 degrees Celsius, the temperature at this time in Summerside. The track condition is rated by the officiating members from the Atlantic Provinces Harness Racing Commission. Tonight, the senior judge, Mr. Dylan Elaine. The associate judges are Mr. Derek Follen and Mr. Robbie Shaw. Now, here are tonight's program and equipment changes. In the first race, scratch number 1, Almost Amos, and scratch number 3, Wizard. Race 1, scratches of 1 Almost Amos and 3 Wizard. Number 6, Starship Destiny, adding a Murphy blind inside. There's no show wagering. There's no superfecta wagering. And there's no I'll pick 5 wagering on tonight's racing program. Turning over to race number 2. The 2-entry Arnold the Paperboy. The driver will be Ryan DeRoche. Number 3, Mockbrook Pro is removing blinkers. Number 6, Montrose Hope has a chart line from the 2nd of November at Charlottetown on the fast track. Scoring from post 6 and finished 5th, was race timed in 2:02.2, driven by Brett Clough. Now turning over to race number 3. In the third race, scratch number 1, MJ Ray. Scratch number 2, 1 Lucky Rose. Scratch number 4, Go Rosie Go. And scratch number 5, Sensational Gal. There's no par mutual wagering on race number 3 tonight. No par mutuals on the third with scratches of 1, 2, 4, and 5. Turning over to race number 4, scratch number 1, Love Party. Race 4, scratch the 1, Love Party. 5, Woodmere Kennedy, a chart line, 2nd of November, Charlottetown fast track. Made a break prior to the start, was scoring on the rail. Came back on to finish 2nd, was race timed in 1:59, driven by David Dowling. The 5th race tonight, featuring the Super High 5. There's no program changes. No changes in the 5th. Turning over to race number 6, the 4-entry Elm Grove Quest. The driver tonight is Adam Murner. Adam Murner now driving for Elm Grove Quest in the 6th. Turning to race number 7, scratch number 1, Little Tags. Race 7, scratch number 1, Little Tags. Turning over to race number 8, number 1, Lady Divine, going from Swedish Blind, Bridle to Blinkers. In the 8th race, scratch number 6, The Real Princess, and scratch the show wagering. No show wagering on race number 8. Turning over to race number 9. Scratch number 2, Brookdale Jim. Scratch number 3, Watchmaker. Scratch number 5, Cheeky Play. Race 9, scratches of 2, 3, and 5. Number 4, Silver Spirit. The hobbles go from 58 to 59 inches. And for Silver Spirit, we'll go from a blind bridle to an open bridle. And also in the 9th, there's no show wagering and no superfecta wagering. No changes in tonight's 10th race feature. Turning over to race number 11. In the 11th race, scratch number 4, Midnight McNeil. Number 8, Usurper. The driver now is David Dowling. David Dowling on Usurper, who has an equipment change, removing the Tony Morgan spreader. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll go back to race number 9, I have a chart line on first glance not showing. It's from the 3rd of November at Charlottetown on a fast track. Scoring from post 5, led all the way, a winner by 3.5 in 156, driven by David Dowling. That's first glance in the 9th race. Well, that will wrap up the changes at this time on tonight's racing program. The Par-Mitchell windows, they're open and they're selling, and you have 22 minutes to make your first race decisions.
Race Day Live continues from Summerside, Prince Edward Island. Welcome to our on-track and off-track customers. In the spirit of reconciliation, we acknowledge that the land upon which we gather is unceded Mi'kmaq territory. Abeguid, Mi'kmaq is covered by the historic treaties of peace and friendship. We pay our respects to the indigenous Mi'kmaq people who have occupied this island for over 12,000 years, past, present, and future. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, if you are able, for the playing of our national anthem. Now, back to Race Day Live.
Welcome back to Race Day Live here at Red Shore Summerside on a Tuesday night. 11 races on tap for you here tonight. I'm Rocky Skierman, Vance Cameron in the booth calling all the action tonight. A lot of scratches tonight, and we got some pools also removed. No-show wagering on some races as well. As the 8th race tonight, no-show wagering. It is the start of the late pick 4. And we have scratched down to a field of 5 with the scratch of the 6th, the Real Princess, Lady Divine, David Dowling, Century Invictus, Norris Rogers, Coast to Coast Shark with Kenny Murphy, Roll with it, Darling and Paul Angel, and the Devil's Cash. Leaving from 5 with Brady Sweet. Going to be a good night of harness racing here for you at Red Shore Summerside. And thank you for our on-track and off-track customers for joining us tonight. And good luck with all your selections. And if you have a look at your in-house monitors, you'll see the selections on the screen for tonight's opener. I'm going 6, 4, 5. I had a chance to do my picks again once I saw the scratches come in. So in the class first choices, 1, 3, 4, but the 1 and the 3 are both scratched out of tonight's opener. First race, 14 minutes.
evening's first race on the track set for Post Parade. 1 Almost Amos's Scratch. Number 2 James Rains. Jacob Sweet of Larry own trains and drives. Number 3 Wizard is Scratch. 4 is Jack Tar Moxie, owned by Dunsand Farms of Warren Grove, trained by Nick Oakes. Norris Rogers drives. 5 is Brookdale Thomas, owned by Douglas and Doug Polly of Amherst, Nova Scotia, trained by Phil Sizer, Paul Langell. Number 6 is Starship Destiny, owned by Philip DeRoche, Vance McMillan, Leanne Moyer, and Ava Lett. Kyle DeRoche trains and drives. 4 minutes wagering time on tonight's opener. No show wagering, no superfecta, and there's no I'll pick 5 here to open up. Welcome to Red Shores Summerside and the Race Day broadcast. Reminder, with the no I'll pick 5 tonight, the Super High 5 comes up in race number 5 and has a carryover of over $1,100. Rocky Skierman and the top selections are up next.
Let's head out to the track for tonight's opener. First half of the daily double. Exactor, Triactor, Win Place. No show wagering in here. No superfecta. No I'll pick 5 in tonight's opener with the scratches of 1 and 3. There is the look at the 6. Starship Destiny, 3-year-old bay gelding by Source of Pride. For Philip DeRoche, Vance McMillan, Leanne Moyer, and Ava Lett. Kyle DeRoche, the trainer and the driver, started here last October the 22nd, actually. Post 3, finished 8. Race time 2 minutes 3 fifths, 30 and 4 on the end of it. 19 starts on the season, 8 times in the top 3 with 1 win. That maiden record right here, 158 and 2 on September the 17th for Kyle DeRoche. Post 6 tonight for Starship Destiny. Kyle DeRoche in the bike. Good odds, 10 to 1. And there's a look at the 4, Jack Tar Moxie, 3-year-old bay gelding by Better's Delight for Dunsand Farms of Warren Grove. Nick Oakes, the trainer. Norris Rogers will do the driving at Charlottetown, October 26th. Head post 5 and finish 6. Race time 2:01 flat, closing it out in 29 and 4. Right here at Summerside, October the 15th. Head post 4 was a winner by a length and a half in 2:01 and 2. New record closed it out in 29 and 4. For Norris Rogers, Jack Tar Moxie. Post 4 tonight with Mr. Rogers in the bike at 9 to 5. There is the 5, Brookdale Thomas, 3-year-old bay colt by All Bets Off for Doug Polly and Doug Polly Jr. of Amherst, Nova Scotia. Phil Sizer trains with Paul Langell in the driver's seat. Started here October the 22nd. Had post 4 and finished 6. 159 and 4, 29 and 1 on the end of it. 19 starts on the season with 8 times in the top 3. Has a win. 157 and 1 record taken at Georgian Downs 5/8 mile track in Ontario. It's Brookdale Thomas with Paul Langell. Your current choice at 6 to 5. There is the 2, James Rains, 4-year-old bay horse by Lazarus for Jacob Sweet of O'Leary, who also trains and drives. Started here October 29th, last Tuesday night. Post 2, finished third. 2 minutes 4/5, 30 seconds flat on the end of it. Maiden record earlier this season, 2:02-2, right here at Summerside. He'll move in a spot to the rail tonight. James Rains with Jacob Sweet, 7-5. Tonight's opener scratched down to a field of 4. Behind the starting gate, let's go upstairs to Vance Cameron.
James Rains, Jack Tar Moxie, Brookdale Thomas, and Starship Destiny, top of the stretch. Here they come. Off and pacing, James Rains, the first one out. Second is Jack Tar Moxie. Third one into the turn, Brookdale Thomas, and then the trailer. That'll be Starship Destiny as they round the turn and arrive at the opening gate. James Rains and Jacob Sweet, they're going to be in unfamiliar territory on this night. Right on the engine, clear by 2.5. Jack Tar Moxie got away second. Third is Brookdale Thomas and the trailer. That is Starship Destiny. Fourth, they're on by the opening quarter. And it's James Rains to have his way up front. 30 seconds flat was the quarter. James Rains is the leader as they round the paddock turn for the first time. Tightening up second as they move off the turn and race towards the half mile. Jack Tar Moxie then racing from third towards the rail as they arrive at the half mile. Brookdale Thomas and the trailer, Starship Destiny. At the opening half mile, James Rains, the midway point leader. Racing second is Jack Tar Moxie, and they were at the opening half mile in 1:01.1. Racing third is Brookdale Thomas, continuing to trail Starship Destiny. On the backstretch, they go to 3/4, and it's James Rains clear out in front from the outside. Here's Brookdale Thomas to pick up second. Jack Tar Moxie along the inside. Racing third, trailing the field, Starship Destiny. So the 3/4 in the books. James Rains got the field there in 1:31.1. He went 30 seconds flat in the third, just an eighth of a mile out. And James Rains trying to close it out to open up this Tuesday night to his outside. Brookdale Thomas, the only one with a shot at the leader, deep in the stretch to the wire next. And James Rains and Jacob Sweet go all the way. Brookdale Thomas was second. Jack Tar Moxie held third. And the time for the mile, 2 minutes, 3/5.
Here comes the slow-mo replay brought to you by Universal Media for tonight's opener. James Rains went to the front, had his own way. 30 flat, 1:01.1, 1:31.1 to 3/4. Here is the stretch drive as Brookdale Thomas pops out to challenge. Not enough, though, as James Rains will take a new record tonight. 2 minutes, 3/5. Jacob Sweet owns, trains, and drives. Brookdale Thomas in there for second with Jack Tar Moxie third. 1:54 unofficially in the opener. We're going to see James Rains and Jacob Sweet in the Woodmere Standardbridge Winner's Circle next.
James Rains on his way into the Woodmere Standardbreds winner's circle in tonight's opener. Bay-pacing stallion 4 by Lazarus from the Rock and Roll Hanover Dam. Double Jeopardy, owned by Jacob Sweeteville, bred by Deo Volante Farms, and Federicio Cervantes of New Jersey. Jacob Sweet training and driving. Jacob put the horse on top at every call to a new record tonight. Time for the mile in 2 minutes and 3/5. James Rains opens up a Tuesday night at Summerside.
This race replay is brought to you by Symes Horse Transport. Based in Nova Scotia and with over 20 years of experience, Chucky Symes would welcome the opportunity to transport your horses when you need them moved. Operating 2 rigs, Symes Horse Transport offers safe, feasible, and timely trucking in Canada and the U.S. Symes Horse Transport is a commercially covered horse carrier. They also buy and sell horses. To book a stall and to get a quote, call or text 902-664-7086 or email st.symes@gmail.com. Good luck racing.
Now the official results in the first race, Almost Amos was scratched. James Rains, the race winner. Wizard was scratched. Jack Tar Moxie finished third. Brookdale Thomas was second. Starship Destiny finished fourth. Fractions were 30, 101 and 1, 131 and 1, and the mile was 2 minutes and 3/5. In review, it's scratched, 1 scratched, 3, 2, 4. James Rains paid $8.60. The exactor was $9.90 and the triactor $19.30.
Welcome back to Race Day Live here at Red Shores on a Tuesday night. 11 races on top of you here tonight. The first race in the books. And now we're going to have a look at the top drivers here at Summerside Raceway 2024 coming into tonight. David Dowling leads the way with 59 wins. Corey McPherson has 37. Kenny Murphy in third with 29 wins. Paul Angela has 28. And Mark Campbell rounds out the top 5 with 26 wins. Those are the top drivers thus far here at Red Shore Summerside. And we'll slide the selections into the screen for the upcoming second race. Number 2, Arnold the Paperboy. The driver is Ryan DeRoche. Number 3, Mockbook Pro. Goes from blinkers to an open bridle. Line to be announced on number 6, Montrose Hope from Charlottetown, November the 2nd. Post 6, finished 5th. Race time 2:02 and 2. Driven by Brett Clough. I'm going 4-1-6 in here. Backstretch beat like 6-1-4. And the classifiers choice is 1-4-2 in tonight's second race in 7 minutes.
Sporty Spice on the second race post parade. Kenny Murphy driving for owner-trainer Sylvia Hall Andrews, Nanaimo, British Columbia. 2-1 Le Paperboy, owned by Bill McKay of South Grenville, trained by Willie McKay. Note the driver change, Ryan Daraj. Ryan Daraj on the 2, Arnold the Paperboy. 3 is Mockbrook Pro, owned by Paul Conway of Bonjaw and Zach Conway of Charlottetown. Paul is the trainer. Zach is in the driver's seat. Number 4, Bet the Bull, owned by Martin Keffer from Elmwood, Ontario, trained by James Barlow. Adam Murner drives. Number 5 is Pineapple Express. Willie McKay of Port Alban owns, trains, and drives. Number 6 is Montrose Hope, owned by Harvey Holm of Alberton, trained by Dina Clow. Brett Clow driving. 4 minutes wagering time on tonight's second race. Backed by popular demand at Redshores Summerside is the Play $20 on live racing and receive 20% off dining Mondays at the West End Bar and Grill.
Let's head over to the track for tonight's second race. Note the driver change on the 2. Arnold the Paperboy, driven by Ryan Darash. There's a look at the 4, Bet the Bull, 4-year-old bay gelding by Betting Line for Martin Kipper of Elmwood, Ontario. Jimmy Barlow, the trainer, and Adam Murner back in the bike tonight. Started here last Tuesday night, head post 6, finished second. Just got beat by quarter of a length, 2:01 and 4. Closed it out in 30 and 4. This horse still looking for that first win of the season. Could be tonight. Bet the Bull with Adam Murner, 7-5. And there's a look at the rail sitter in here. That is Sporty Spice, 6-year-old brown mare by Sports Writer for Sylvia Hall Andrews of Nanaimo, British Columbia. She's also the trainer. Kenny Murphy back in the bike tonight. Last start was here last Tuesday night. Post 3, finished 5th. 2 minutes flat, closing it out 29 and 3 for Brett Clow. Another one in here looking for that first win of the season. Great spot to work from tonight. It's Sporty Spice with Kenny Murphy. Your current choice at 1-2. And there's a look at the 6, Montrose Hope, 8-year-old bay gelding by Verdero Hanover for Harvey Holm of Alberton, who's also the breeder. Dina Clow trains, and her boy Brett will do the driving. The line to be announced from Charlottetown. November the 2nd, head post 6, finished 5th, 2:02 and 2 for Brett Clow. Another one looking for the first win of the season. It's Montrose Hope with Brett Clow, 8-1. Don't forget to get your 50-50 draw tickets. Brenda's up here right now in the oval. First call, 50-50. have a look at the odds board for the upcoming second race. With Sporty Spice on the rail and Kenny Murphy at 1-4. Arnold the Paperboy with Ryan DeRoche at 35-1. Mockbook Pro goes from blinkers to open tonight. Zach Conway in the bike, 27-1. Bet the Bull 4 and Add a Murder at 6-5. Pineapple Express with Willie McKay, all nines on the board. And the 6 Montrose Hope and Brett Clough at 35-1. That's a look at the field for tonight's second race. Good luck with your decisions. Tonight's second race has a field of 6 lining up in behind the starting gate. Let's head back upstairs to Vance Cameron.
Sporty Spice, Arnold the Paperboy, Mockbook Pro, Bet the Bull, Pineapple Express, Montrose Hope, top of the stretch. Here they come. Montrose Hope back at the start. The rough and pacing Sporty Spice along the rail, the first one out. Coming from the outside, that is Bet the Bull. Arnold the Paperboy, third one around the turn. On the inside, fourth is Mockbook Pro. Pineapple Express outside is fifth, followed by the trailer. Montrose Hope, up the backstretch they go, and here comes Murner and Bet the Bull. They'll clear the lead in here. Racing from second, that's Sporty Spice. Third up the rail, Arnold the Paperboy. Pineapple Express, he'll be overland here fourth. Racing from fifth is Mockbook Pro and the trailer. Montrose Hope, they went 29 and 1 to open it up. So Bet the Bull made the lead and bringing them by the 3/8 pole. Second is Sporty Spice. Pineapple Express parked out and moving up third. Fourth up the rail is Arnold the Paperboy. Then in fifth it's Mockbook Pro. And on the outside, there goes Montrose Hope underway from sixth. They're halfway home. Led by Bet the Bull. Laying on the outside is Pineapple Express. At the rail, Sporty Spice. The opening half mile was a minute and a 1. Midway round the clubhouse turn they go. The 5H comes next, and Bet the Bull getting them there. Sporty Spice second. Up third on the outside is Pineapple Express. Fourth, and moving up from the outside is Montrose Hope. Then in fifth, it's Arnold the Paperboy, and on the outside, Mockbook Pro. And here's Pineapple Express. Take a look at the odds on him, folks. He's all nines. He's been out all the way and takes the lead. Coming after him on the outside is Montrose Hope. Now racing between horses, Arnold the Paperboy picks up third. 3/4 in 1:32-2. Down to an 1/8 of a mile left to go, and Pineapple Express trying to light it up. If he doesn't, Montrose Hope is going to light it up. And if he doesn't, Arnold the Paperboy will. Wow! Look at this one for long shot players. And it's Montrose Hope to get there for Brett Clough. Arnold the Paperboy second, and Pineapple Express third. Box cars all around. Time for the mile. 2:04. Flat.
Here comes the slow-mo replay brought to you by Universal Media for tonight's second race. Bet the Bull went to the front, 29-1 the half, a minute 1/5. Down to 3/4 when Pineapple Express took over in 1:32-2. And here is the stretch drive, as Vance mentioned, 3 long shots, 2 of them owned by Willie McKay, right across the track here. And in the middle, Montrose Hope is going to get up to win for the first time this season in 2:04 flat. In for second, Arnold the Paperboy with Pineapple Express third. 6-2-5 unofficially in the second. We'll see Montrose Hope and Brett Clough in the winner's circle next.
There's Montrose Hope on his way to the Woodmere Standardbred Winners Circle in tonight's second race. Bay Pacing Gelding, he's 8 by Veradero Hanover from the Life Sign Dam. Exciting Life, a homebred of Harvey Home of Alberton, trained by Dina Clough. Brett Clough is in the driver's seat for the win. And the time for the mile, in 2:04. Montrose Hope upsets the second.
This race replay on Channel 2 on your in-house monitor is brought to you by Racetrack Print and Graphic Inc. Mention this ad and receive $20 off your first order of 500 or more full-color business cards. Racetrack, 59 Watts Avenue in the Business Park.
Here's the official results now in the second race. Sporty's Spies fourth. Arnold the Paperboy was second. Mockbrook Pro finished fifth. Bet the Bull was sixth. Pineapple Express finished third. Montrose Hope was the race winner. Fractions of 29 and 1. 1 minute 1. 132 and 2. And the mile in 2:04. In review, it's 4:25, 6:31. Montrose Hope paid $75.40 to win. The exactor was $372.40. The triactor honored the ticket at 6 all at $25.50. There is a superfecta carryover. And the daily double, there were no 2 6s sold. The Parimutuel Department honored the daily double ticket of 2 and 2, returning $172.15.
Welcome back to Race Day Live here at Red Shore Summerside. On a Tuesday night, I'm Rocky Skierman along with Vance Cameron bringing you all the action tonight. Let's have a look at the top trainers here at Red Shore Summerside. And Kyle Williams leads the way by 16 wins over Joe Baxter and Phil Sizer, each tied with 15. Watts has 14. Richard Armstrong rounds out the top 5 with 12 wins. Those are the top trainers 2024 here at Red Shore Summerside. In the upcoming third race, you'll see the scratches of number 1, 2, 4, and 5. No wagering in tonight's third race up and coming.
On the third race post parade, 1 and 2 are scratched. 3, Mr. William, owned by Suzanne McKeegan of Nova Scotia and Mike James of PEI, trained by Blaine McKenna. Ryan DeRoss driving. 4 and 5 are out. No wagering, and we're 5 minutes to post time. Rocky returns with details on the $500 second chance draw here at Red Shores Summerside.
Thank you, Vance. Red Shores is pleased to offer the second chance draw for $500. Just sign the back of your uncashed ticket when playing Summerside on Tuesdays for a chance to win $500. The draw will be November the 19th. That's our last race date of 2024. This is an on-track promotion exclusive to Summerside on-track players only. Live racing here at Red Shore Summerside Tuesdays until November 19th. Post times at 6 o'clock. Well, Vince, this is a real rarity. We got one horse going behind the starting gate for purse money only. Up to you.
Rarity? I don't think it's ever happened, Mr. Sherman, and I mean never happened. At least not in my 47 years at some booth somewhere. But it's about to happen at historic Summerside. It's the third with Mr. William and Ryan Darage, and they're going for the purse money only as Mr. William. He'll fire to the front in here, in line to Ryan Darage. We started with a field of 5, and that old virus, and it's a big-time virus here on PEI. Got the third race at Summerside on this Tuesday night, scratched down to just one entry, and that one entry is Mr. William with Ryan Darage aboard, and they're approaching the opening quarter mile. No wagering whatsoever here on race number 3 on this Tuesday night here in Summerside. So they move on by the opening quarter mile, and Mr. William was there in a very comfortable 33 seconds flat. So they round the paddock turn, and they're over to the 3/8 pole next. Mr. William, he'll just have to keep on his feet, and he'll get the prize money in here in the third. Through the stretch he comes, approaching the midway point. Mr. William, I was saying earlier, where's Roger Houston or Red Waters when you need them the most at the one-horse race at Summerside? Good old-fashioned time trial, but we have no prompters in here. Mr. William got him over to the opening half mile in 1:07, and 2, track condition listed as good. There is a 1-second variant, but he'll have to beat the qualifying time in here, and he's got a lot of work to do that one. En route to 3/4, Mr. William. Ryan Darage in the driver's seat. His career started in 2016. He's now got 318 winners and the winner of $2.3 million in prize money. Mr. William was at 3/4 in 140 and 4. Trainer Blaine McKenna has 277 lifetime wins, just under $500,000 in prize money. Here comes the third down the stretch. We started with Mr. William, and we'll close it out with Mr. William in line to Ryan Darage. Purse money was on the line. Here's Mr. William in the third, and the time for the mile for this one-horse race, 2:12 and 1. Well, Ryan DeRoche now has 319 career winners. Trainer Blaine McKenna now has 278 career training victories. Mr. William arriving at the winner's circle. Big pacing gelding 4 by Archpeak. From the Blissful Hall Dam, Wilma Hall, home of Suzanne McKeegan and Mike James. Bred by Wittenbach Farm. Trained by Blaine McKenna. Ryan DeRoche in the driver's seat. 212 and 1. Mr. William in the third. Now the results of the third, 1 and 2 were scratched. Mr. William was the winner. 4 and 5 were scratched. 33, 107 and 2, 140 and 4. And the mile in 212 and 1. It's scratched, scratched 1. Scratched, scratched. Thank goodness the third is over at Summerside. Fourth race comes next. 12 minutes to post time.
HPI PEI Rewards. Redshores is pleased to announce HPI Rewards for PEI customers this fall and winter meet. You can now play Summerside and Charlottetown live racing and earn points. You can convert those points to cash or earn points for exciting offers. Sign up and play the horses through HPIBet.com and the new HPI Rewards program for Prince Edward Island. And we'll slide the selections into the screen for the upcoming fourth race. Note 1 Love Party has been scratched. The 5 Woodmere Kennedy raced at Charlottetown November the 2nd. Made a break from post 1 leaving. Finished second. 159 flat. Driven by David Dowling. I'm going 5-2-3 in here. Backstretch beat 5-2-4. Classifier's choices 5-2-3 in the fourth in 10 minutes.
Updating tonight's 50-50 draw right now. $200 will go to the winner. Have a little time, but time is running out to pick up that 50-50 ticket. Right now valued at $200. Fourth race on Post Parade, Love Party is scratched. 2 is Baby Step Back, owned and trained by Ricky Armstrong of Summerside. Kenny Murphy drives. Number 3, Princess Halo, owned by Garth Cole of Kensington and Junior Baglow of Freetown. Garth does the training and driven by Brady Sweet. Promise Me Later wears number 4, owned by Kingsley Walsh, Frank Balcom and Sam Walsh. David Dowling is the trainer driver. 5 is Woodmere Kennedy, owned by Mike Pollard of Stratford, trained by Jennifer Doyle. Damian McClellan drives. Number 6 is Jazzville, owned by Ronnie McLean, Suzanne McKeegan, and Clark Annan, trained by Blaine McKenna, Paul Angel. 5 minutes wagering time on the 4th. Rocky is back with information on the PEI Matinee Banquet. It's coming up on November 13th.
That's right, fans. The 2024 PEI Matinee Banquet is scheduled for Wednesday, November the 13th in the Top of the Park restaurant at Red Shore, Charlottetown. Doors open at 6:30 p.m., followed by the meal and award presentations at 7 o'clock. To purchase tickets, please contact Julie Jameson at 902-569-1682. Let's head out to the track for tonight's 4th race. Exactor, 20-cent superfecta, triactor, win, place, and show wagering. Landing on the 5, Woodmere Kennedy, 3-year-old bay filly by Roll With It Harry. For Mike Pollard of Stratford, Jennifer Doyle is the trainer with Damien McClellan in the driver's seat. That line to be announced from Charlottetown, November the 2nd. Had the rail, made a break before the start. Recovered to finish second. Race time 1:59 flat. David Dowling was in the bike. Damien McClellan will do the driving tonight. 3 wins from 22 tries. 156 record taken right here at Summerside. 4 starts ago. It's Woodmere Kennedy, free-legged from post 5 with Damien McClellan at 4-5. There is the 2, Baby Step Back, 3-year-old bay filly by Dolly for Richard Armstrong of Summerside, who also trains. Kenny Murphy in the driver's seat. Last start was here last Tuesday night, left from post 4. Finished second, 1:59.1, closed it out 29-2. 9 lifetime starts with 8 times in the top 3 with 3 wins. And a record of 157-2 right here at Summerside. Baby Step Back will move into the rail with the scratch of Love Party tonight. Mr. Murphy aboard, 7-5. There's a look at the 3, Princess Halo. 4-year-old bay mare by Hilarious Halo for Garth Cole and Junior Baglow. Garth trains. Brady Sweet will do the driving. Started here last Tuesday night from the rail. Finished third. 1:59.1, 29-4 on the end of it. 23 starts on the season. 13 times in the top 3 with 2 wins. Took a record of 158-1 right here at Summerside on September the 17th. Princess Halo with Brady Sweet from post 3. 9-1. Countdown clock is in for tonight's fourth race. Scratch down to a field of 5. They're lining up in behind the starting gate. Let's head back upstairs to Vance Cameron.
Baby Step Back, Princess Halo, Promise Me Later, Woodmere, Kennedy, and Ginesville. Top of the stretch. Now approaching a start. Rough and pacing, Jazzville is leaving out. Princess Halo between them is Promise Me Later. Up the rail, Baby Step Back, rounding the turn. Then the early trailer as they move over to the opening gate. That is Woodmere Kennedy. On the backstretch, they go to the quarter. Princess Halo out in front. Here's the challenger coming early. Promise Me Later, and Dowling from the outside. They're set to take over the lead, arriving at the quarter. Princess Halo took them on during that first stage, racing from third. That's Baby Step Back, now in fourth, Jazzville, and Woodmere Kennedy fifth. A solid beginning of 28. And 2. Off the paddock turn they come, and Promise Me Later on the lead by a couple on Princess Halo. Racing third, Baby Step Back. On the move in the outside fourth, Woodmere Kennedy is underway, and on the outside fifth, that is Jazzville. They're halfway home. Promise Me Later, the midway point leader, on her sister, Princess Halo, second, 58 and 2. On the move on the outside now. That is Woodmere Kennedy going after the leader. Back into third, Princess Halo, fourth on the outside. Jazzville and Baby Step Back, the trailer. 3/4 coming next, and here's Woodmere Kennedy from the outside to take over the lead and the rail. Promise Me Later could not hold her off. Racing third is Jazzville. Baby Step Back fourth. 1:28 flat was the 3/4, just an eighth of a mile out, and they're homeward bound, led by Woodmere Kennedy by 2. Promise Me Later. Jazzville along the rail, and Baby Step Back to her outside. It's Woodmere Kennedy on the line for Damian McClellan. Second is Promise Me Later. Jazzville hung on to third, and the time for the mile, 1:57.2.
Here comes a slow-mo replay brought to you by Universal Media for tonight's fourth race. And going to the front was Promise Me Later. 28-2, the half up, 58-2. Going to 3/4, Woodmere Kennedy took over, 128 flat. And she's on cruise control here tonight with Damian McClellan in the bike. 157-2. That is her fourth lifetime win, fourth of the season. For Woodmere Kennedy in for second, Promise Me Later. Up for third was the 6 Jazzville, so it's 5-4-6. Unofficially in the fourth, and we will see Woodmere Kennedy and Damian McClellan in the Woodmere Standard Bridge Winner's Circle next.
There's Woodmere Kennedy on her way to the fourth race winner's circle by facing filly 3 by Roll With It Harry off the 4-star Shark Dam 4 Stars Row, owned by Mike Pollard from Stratford, bred by Woodmere Farms of Marshfield, trained by Jennifer Doyle and driven to victory by Damian McClellan. The mile in 157 and 2. Woodmere Kennedy delivers in the fourth.
This race replay is brought to you by Windermere Farms. Windermere Farms is excited to announce that Carouser will join their 2025 stallion lineup in Springvale, Prince Edward Island. With world champions on both sides of his pedigree, Carouser is a son of world champion Muscle Hill, while his dam is world champion Woodside Charm, who showed her half-mile prowess, winning in 1:53 and 4 over a half-mile track as a 2-year-old trotting filly. Carouser will join a star-studded lineup that includes Malicious, Keystone Velocity, Muscle Through It, Somewhere Fancy, and Source of Pride. Windermere Farms is unquestionably where Atlantic Canada's champion stallions call home.
Now the official results in the fourth race. Love Party was scratched. Baby Step Back fourth. Princess Halo fifth. Promise Me Later second. Woodmere Kennedy, the race winner. Jazzville finished third. They went 28 and 2, 58 and 2, 128, and the mile in 157 and 2. From the top, your program reads scratch 4-5, 2-1-3. Woodmere Kennedy, $270 to win. Exactors $16, Triactors $63.80, and the superfecta was $12.75.
Welcome back to Race Day Live here at Red Shore Summerside on a Tuesday night. I'm your host, Rocky Skierman. Vance Cameron in the booth calling all the action. Let's talk about Red Shore's November meal and deal. Come for the meal and stay for deal at Red Shore's Red's Gold Cup Lounge on the casino floor every Friday in November from 4:30 till 7 p.m. Enjoy a lobster roll, fries, and dessert for $19.95 plus tax. Rewards Club members get $10 free play or match play with their purchase. For more details on the meal and deal, visit Redshores.ca. And we'll slide the selections into the screen for the upcoming fifth race. Vance and I will be along with the Vance Cam, presented by Results Advertising and Marketing. I'm going 1-3-5, backstretch beat likes 1-2-4, And the class fares choices 1, 3, 4 in tonight's fifth race in 6 minutes.
Race 5 on the track and set for the post parade. Number 1 is Ideal Jet, home a great story of Montague. Damien McClellan trains and drives. Number 2 is Bold and Bad, owned and trained by Dina Clough of New Haven. Brett Clough up. Number 3, Emperor, gets Kenny Murphy in the driver's seat tonight for owner-trainer Jeff Lewis of Moncton, New Brunswick. Number 4, Brookdale George, owned by Douglas and Doug Pauley of Amherst, Nova Scotia, trained by Phil Sizer. Paul Langell. 5, Bet on Yourself, owned by J.D. Racing Incorporated of Cornwall and Dunsand Farms of Warren Grove, trained by Nick Oakes. Norris Rogers aboard. Number 6 is Sharky, Taylor Doyle driving for owner-trainer Jack McGuirk, Kensington. Number 7 is E-Gamer, owned by Garth and Haley Cole of Kensington. Garth Cole, the trainer, and driven by Brady Sweet. Down to 4 minutes wagering time on race number 5, featuring the Super High 5. And Rocky, you and I are going to come up with our selections. And we thank Results Marketing and Advertising and their continued presentation of the Vance Cam. In the 5th, I went to the no ticket sold horse right now, Mr. Sherman, and that is Emperor. So how long of a shot could that one be here with 3 minutes to post time? But on this Tuesday night in Summerside, I think anything's possible, Rocket. We're getting here at race number 5, the Super High 5. I went to 3, Emperor. I like the 1, Ideal Jet, the veteran horse winner of 49-1 and over 672,000. Comes off a big-time win in 56-4. He'll probably get all the money here in the 5th. I got him in for the deuce. I'll use the 5, Bet on Yourself. No tickets sold on him. So I'm going to be something like that second race tonight here. Boxcars all over for my Super High 5. I'll use 6, Sharky for 4th, and 2, Bold and Bad to close it out. From the booth, it's 3, 1, 5, 6, 2. Rocky, your choices.
Well, we got the same numbers, 4 of them anyway, in a little different order with the first 3. I went with the rail horse, Ideal Jet. I think he should be on the front in this race tonight. For second, I'll put the 3, Emperor, in there. And although the board says no tickets sold, I kind of agree with you. He has a great shot at winning this race. For third, the 5, Bet on Yourself. Norris Rogers getting closer to 1,000. For fourth, I put in the 6, Sharky. Was a winner last week and the week before. And to round out my Super High 5, the 4, Brookdale George. So I'm going 1, 3, 5, 6, 4. Vance likes 3, 1, 5, 6, 2. Good luck with the Super High 5. Let's have a look at the odds board for the upcoming 5th race. Exactor, 20-cent super high 5, tractor, win, place, and show wagering. There is Ideal Jet on the rail for Damien McClellan at 3-4. Bold and Blade from 2 with Brett Clough at 7-1. Emperor 3 with Kenny Murphy at 4-1. The 4, Brookdale George and Paul Angel, 6-1. 5 is Bet on Yourself with Norris Rogers at 26-1. Sharky Post 6 and Taylor Doyle at 2-1. And E-Gamer on the outside, 7 for Brady Sweet. No tickets sold on him yet. That's the field for tonight's 5th race. Good luck with your selections.
Willie McKay, phone the judges, please. Willie McKay, phone the judges.
Tonight's 5th race has a field of 7 lining up in behind the starting gate. Let's head upstairs to track announcer Vance Cameron.
Ideal Jet, Bold and Bad, Emperor. Brookdale George, Bet on Yourself, Sharky. E-Gamer outside, top of the stretch. They are ready for a start. Rough and pacing Ideal Jet, the first one out. Second, that is Emperor. Splitting them is Bold and Bad as they race their way round the turn. Dropped in to be fourth is Brookdale George. Then in fifth is Bet on Yourself. From the outside in 6, E-Gamer. And up the rail, 7th, that is Sharky. They're on the back stretch and go to the quarter. Led by the teenager, Ideal Jet. For Damien McClellan. Second, that's Bold and Bad. Emperor tucked away third. Then in fourth, that is Brookdale George. Bet on Yourself has fifth. Sharky goes 6. And now the trailer, E-Gamer is 7. 29 seconds flat. Open it up. They're straight alignment as they round the paddock turn for the first time. On the point, that is the 1-9 chalk. And that is Ideal Jet. And he's coming towards the half mile, the leader. Bold and Bad is second, Emmer third. Now on the outside, there goes Brookdale George underway fourth. Moving up fifth on the outside is Sharky. Bet on Yourself going to the outside 6. And E-Gamer trails the field 7th. Halfway home in 59 and 2. Midway round the turn, approaching on the 5/8. And it's Ideal Jet, the leader. Now second, that is Brookdale George. Coming up third on the outside is Sharky. In up the rail, Bold and Bad fourth. Bet on Yourself fifth. Emperor got a big-time shuffle to 6, and E-Gamer trails. They arrive at 3/4. Ideal Jet is still there, and it's getting late. Brookdale George is second. Sharky is taken third. The 3/4 in 1, 28 and 2, and they're homeward bound. Ideal Jet looking to go all the way. Second is Brookdale George. Now in third, that is Sharky Bolden Bad. Fourth, Ideal Jet will take them all the way for Damien McClellan in the Super High Five. Brookdale George was second. Sharky will finish third. And the time for the mile, 1:58 flat.
Here comes a slow-mo replay brought to you by Universal Media for tonight's fifth race, Super High Five, Ideal Jet. Damien McClellan aboard. They go right down the road tonight, 29-59-2, 128-2. And home and cool here tonight. Back-to-back wins for Damien McClellan. He doubles up tonight. 158 flat, fourth win of the season. 55th career win for Ideal Jet. Damien McClellan, as I mentioned, doubled up. And apparently this weekend, that young man is heading for Ontario for the winter. So I'll be sorry to see him go. Great little driver in Damien McClellan. And they're going to the Woodmere Standardbridge Winter Circle next.
Ideal Jet going to the Woodmere Standardbridge Winners Circle here in the fifth, pacing Brown Gelding 13 by Jeremy's Jet from the Camluck Dam, Ashley's Luck. Home a great story of Montague, bred by Nurko Sokolovic and Craig Bars of Ontario. Damien McClellan training and driving. Damien goes back-to-back for the driving double, and the veteran pacer put him on top at every call. The horse gets his 55th lifetime victory tonight in Summerside, the mile, in a 158. Ideal Jet doubles up Damien McClellan in the Super High Five.
This race replay is brought to you by the new 1888 Lounge at Red Shores. The 1888 Lounge is perfect for your corporate meetings, parties, or presentations. Contact Rebecca in our Sales and Events Division for more information on the new 1888 Lounge upper level at Red Shores.
Now the official results in race 5, Ideal Jet the winner, Bolden Bad 6th, Emperor finished 5th, Brookdale George was 2nd, Bet on Yourself finished 4th, Sharky was 3rd, E-Gamer finished 7th, Fractions went 29, 59 and 2, 128 and 2, and the mile in 158. In review 165, 24, 3-7. Ideal Jet 220. The Exactor 450, Triactor 2120, and the Super High Five 7742. Bill McKay Jr., phone the judges, please. Bill McKay Jr., phone the judges.
Welcome back to Race Day Live here at Red Shore Summerside on a Tuesday night. I'm Rocky Skierman along with Vance Cameron, bringing you all the action here tonight. Let's talk about Fall Into Flavors. Top of the Park Dining. Join us Friday evenings in the Top of the Park for Fall Into Flavors. Enjoy all of your fall flavored dishes that bring the best of the season to your plate. Seating is available from 5 o'clock till 8 p.m. and reservations can be made by calling the Top of the Park at 902-620-4264. And we'll slide the selections into the screen for the upcoming 6th race. Number 4, Elm Grove Quest. The driver is Adam Murner. I like 7-4-3 in here. Class Far's choices 7-4-5. And the backstretch beat going with a 7-2-4 in tonight's 6th race in 7 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, in race number 11 tonight, we have a late scratch. In tonight's 11th race, scratch number 6, Tony Curtis, he will not go. Race 11, scratch 6, Stoney Curtis.
Last call, 50-50. Brenda's up here right now in the oval. This is the last call for 50-50.
On the 6th race post parade, number 1 is Jay's Little Spark, owned by Chris McGinnis of Hampshire, trained by Greg McGinnis. Damian McClellan drives. She's Rockin' Fame, number 2, is owned by Mike Arnold of Olds, Alberta, and Amy Lackey of Montague. Trained by Mike Dowling, Ryan DeRoche catch drives. Number 3 is Starships Alicia, owned and trained by Kyle Williams of Coleman, Paul Angel. Elm Grove Quest, number 4, owned by Norma Legier of Shediac and Alan Jones of Riverview, New Brunswick, trained by Alan Jones, and note the driver change to Adam Murner. Adam Murner now driving for Elm Grove Quest. 5 Sweet Sylvia is owned and trained by Sylvia Hall Andrews of Nanaimo, British Columbia. Kenny Murphy driving. Robbie Chappell of Summerside owns, trains, and drives number 6, She's a Lover. 7 is Right the Rules, owned by Danny Bird of Vernon Bridge, trained by Jennifer Doyle, driven by David Dowling. 4 minutes wagering time on race number 6. Red Shores pleased to announce the HPI rewards for PEI customers this fall and winter meet. Sign up and play the horses through HPI, Bet.com, and the new HPI rewards program for PEI.
Let's head out to the track for tonight's 6th race. Exactor, 20-cent Superfecta, Triactor, Win Place and Show Wagering. I'm landing on the 7. Right the Rules, 4-year-old bay mare by Sports Writer for Danny Bird of Vernon Bridge. Jennifer Doyle, the trainer. David Dowling in the driver's seat. Last start was here last Tuesday night. Post 2 was a winner by 7 3/4 lengths in 157 3. Closed it out in 28 4. That was her second win in a row and 3 from the last 5 starts. She's a winner. Right the Rules, post 7 with David Dowling at 1 4. And there's a look at the 4, Elm Grove Quest. 5-year-old bay mare by Roll That Harry for Normand Legier of Shediac and Alan Jones of Riverview, New Brunswick. Alan Jones trains. Note the driver changed to Adam Murner tonight. Started here last Tuesday night from post 3, finished 4th, 158 4. Closed it out in 30 2. Paul Angel was in the bike. 3 wins from 21 tries this season, 10 times in the top 3. 159 4. Season's best taken at Woodstock's Connell Park. In New Brunswick, Elm Grove Quest leaving 4 with Adam Murner tonight, 2 1. And there we see the 3, Starship Alicia, 5-year-old bay mare by Pang Shui for Kyle Williams of Coleman, who also trains. Paul Angel in the driver's seat. Last Tuesday night had the rail and finished 3rd. 2 minutes 1/5, closed it out in 30 1. October the 1st here from post 3 was a winner. 2 minutes 2/5, closed it out 30 3. 7 wins on the season, 20 career. 157 2. New record taken right here at Summerside. Starship Alicia. Post 3 with Paul Angel on the bike right now, 3 1. And a few former students of mine joining us here tonight. Jada, Sophie, Raina, and Marissa. They're watching the action from Red Shores. As the sixth race, field of 7 lines up in behind the starting gate. Let's head back upstairs to Vance Cameron.
Jay's a Little Spark. She's a Rockin' Fame. Starships Alicia. Elm Grove Quest. Sweet Sylvia. She's a Lover and Write the Rules. Top of the stretch. Here they come. The Rough and Pacing. She's Rockin' Fame is the first one out. Elm Grove Quest is second, coming from the far outside. Write the Rules is third. Racing from fourth up the rail is Jay's a Little Spark. Then fifth, they're outside. That is Sweet Sylvia. She's a Lover in sixth. And the trailer, Starships Alicia. Along the back stretch they go, and here comes the heavy favorite. Write the Rules to take over the lead now for David Dowling. Second is She's a Rockin' Fame. Third up the rail, that's Elm Grove Quest. Sweet Sylvia dropped in fourth. Racing from fifth on the cones, that is Jay's a Little Spark. 29 and 2 was the quarter. She's a Lover is 6, and swinging to the outside 7th, Starships Alicia. Down the stretch they come. They have the half mile in their sights. The leader, Write the Rules by 2, and She's a Rockin' Fame. Elm Grove Quest continuing third, then fourth is Sweet Sylvia. Moving up fifth from the outside is Starships Alicia. Jay's a Little Spark is now sixth, then the trailer, who is She's a Lover. 1 minute and 2 was the half mile. Midway round the turn, arriving next at 5-8 and opening up the lead. That is Write the Rules now by 4. She's Rockin' Fame couldn't stick with the leader. Starships Alicia picks up third. Fourth up the rail is Elm Grove Quest. On the outside fifth, that is Sweet Sylvia. 6 is Jay's a Little Spark. She's a Lover, the trailer, 3/4 in the books, and they were there in 1:30 and 1/8 of a mile to go, and it's all Write the Rules by 5 open. Second along the rail, She's a Rockin' Fame. Starships Alicia on the outside third, deep in the stretch. This one's all over. It's Write the Rules for Dowling. Second is She's a Rock and Fame. Tight for the show prize. We'll need a show photo, and the time for the mile, 1:59.4.
Here comes a slow-mo replay brought to you by Universal Media for tonight's sixth race. Write the Rules drove up going to the quarter and clear to the front, 29-2. Half in a minute, 1 minute 2/5. Down to 3/4 in 1:30 and 1. And David Dowling, our leading driver here, is on cruise control tonight with Write the Rules. That's 3 in a row. 5th of the season, 6th career in 1:59 and 4. In for second, She's Rockin' Fame. Up for third in a photo, that is the 3 Starships Alicia. So it's 7-2-3 unofficially. In tonight's sixth race, we're going to see Write the Rules and David Dowling. They're going to the Woodmere Standard Bridge Winner's Circle next.
This mare has absolutely jogged her last 3 trips, all of them winning efforts. She'll go to the Woodmere Standard Bred Winners Circle here in the 6th. That's number 7. Write the Rules. Bay Pacing Mare 4 by Sports Rider from the Ponderosa Dam Big Bottom, owned by Danny Pert of Vernon Bridge. bred by Winback Farm. Trained by Jennifer Doyle, who has a training double tonight. David Dowling picks up the winning drive. 1:59.4. The time for the mile. Right the Rules in the sixth.
The management and staff at Red Shores want your experience to be fun and entertaining. That is why we offer information on how our games work, tips to keep your gambling fun, and available community resources. For more information, please speak to one of our PlayWise advisors or stop by the PlayWise Information Center.
Here's the official results now in race 6. Jay's Little Spark was 6th. She's a Rock End of Fame, 2nd. Starship's Alicia was 3rd. Elmgrove Quest, 4th. Sweet Sylvia was 5th. She's a Lover finished 7th. Right the Rules was the race winner. Fractions of 29 and 2, 1 minute 2, 1:30 and 1, and the mile in 1:59 and 4. In review, it's 6:23, 4:5, 7:1. Right the Rules 260. The Exactor 960, Triactor 2330, and the Superfactor was 502.
Welcome back to Race Day Live here at Red Shores Summerside. 6 races in the books. I'm your host, Rocky Skierman. Vance Cameron in the booth, calling all the action tonight. Race Day Live 2024 is an official Red Shores broadcast network. For Backstretch Beat, Player Portal, and free race programs, go to Redshores.ca. Our fall winter schedule is posted at Redshores.ca. The Red Shores Summerside live race meet goes on Tuesdays until November the 19th. And we'll slide the selections into the screen for the upcoming 7th race. I'm going with a 4-3-2 in here. The one little tags is scratched. Classifiers choice is 3-4-1 and the backstretch beat 1-3-4. But note the one little tags is scratched in the upcoming 7th race, 8 minutes. And there's that close show photo from tonight's 6th race. You're seeing Starship's Alicia just nipping Elm Grove Quest on the line. Great photo by the Atlantic Provinces Harness Racing Commission.
Seventh race on the track for Post Parade. 1 Little Tags is scratched. Number 2, Happier Days Are Coming, owned by Ronnie McLean of Argyll Shore and Kent Livingston of Cornwall, trained by Blaine McKenna, Paul Angel. Almost There Boss wears number 3, owned by David and John Sweet of Valeri, trained by Ralph Sweet, Kenny Murphy drives. 4 Illicit Affair is owned by Mike Arnold of Olds, Alberta, and Amy Lackey of Montague, trained by Mike Dowling, David Dowling drives. Number 5 is KD Overdrive, owned by Steve Mason from Quizpam Sis, and Kyle Mason of Moncton, New Brunswick. Kyle trains and drives. There's 5 minutes wagering time on tonight's 7th race. Follow Red Shores' official social media platforms on Facebook, X, and Instagram to get the most accurate, up-to-date information on racing, restaurants, casino, and gaming floors.
That's it out to the track for tonight's 7th race. Scratch down to a field of 4 in here with the scratch of Little Tags. That is the 1 horse. I'm going with the 4, Illicit Affair. 3-year-old bay gelding by McWickett. For Michael Arnold and Amy Lakey, Mike Dowling is the trainer, and his brother David Dowling will do the driving. They were winners here last Tuesday night. Head post 4. Winner by a neck, 159-3, closing it out in 28-4. That was his 4th win of the season and career. For Illicit Affair, didn't race as a 2-year-old. He's leaving from post 4 tonight. David Dowling in the bike, 3-5. There's a look at the 3, Almost There Boss. 5-year-old bay gelding by Sunshine Beach for David Sweet and John Sweet of O'Leary. Ralph Sweet, the trainer. Kenny Murphy in the driver's seat tonight. Raced here last Tuesday night. Head post 5. Finished second. Just beat by 3/4 of a length. 158-2. 29-4 on the end of it. David Dowling was in the bike. Almost There Boss. Post 3 with Kenny Murphy aboard. 4-5. And there we see the 2. Happier Days Are Coming. He'll move into the rail with the scratch of Little Tags. 4-year-old bay gelding by American Ideal for Ronnie McLean and Kent Livingston. Blaine McKenna, the trainer. Paul Angel will do the driving tonight. Raced here last Tuesday night, left from post 3 and finished 4th with broken equipment. Just beat by 3/4 of a length as well. Race time 2 minutes flat, 29-4 on the end of it. Has a win, 155 flat at Northfield Park. Happier days are coming. Paul Angel aboard. Right now your current choice at 1-9. Let's have a look at the odds board for the upcoming 7th race. Little tag, scratch the 2. Happier days are coming. Paul Angel, your current choice at 1-5. Almost there, Boss and Kenny Murphy at 2-1. The 4, Illicit Affair and David Dowling at 9-2. Katie Overdrive on the outside 5 with Kyle Mason at 33-1. That's the field for the upcoming 7th race. Good luck with your plays. Tonight's 7th race, scratch down to a field of 4. Lining up in behind the starting gate, upstairs to Vance Cameron.
Happier days are coming. Almost there, Boss. Illicit Affair and Katie Overdrive. Top of the stretch. Here they come. The rough and pacing, almost there, Boggs, and happier days are coming to the first 2 out. Third one into the turn. That is Illicit Affair, and the early trailer, that'll be Katie Overdrive. They're over to the 8th, and the leader, happier days are coming for Paul Angel. Almost there, Boss is on the outside second. Now he's headed to the pylons. Racing from 3rd, Illicit Affair, followed by the trailer, who is Katie Overdrive. They're over to the opening quarter. Up front, it's happier days are coming. He's the post-time favorite, and leading it for Paul Angel off an opening quarter of 28 seconds flat. Almost there, Boss, tucked away second, back into 3rd, Illicit Affair. KD Overdrive trailing 4th, and down the stretch they come. Arriving next at the half, led by Happier Days Are Coming. 2-hole ride to almost there, Boss. Illicit Affair has closed in on the leaders 3rd, and KD Overdrive continuing to trail 4th. They were at the half in a solid 57-2 as they arrive at the 5H. Happier Days Are Coming is the leader. Almost there, Boss, right on his back. 3rd is Illicit Affair and KD Overdrive trailing 4th. Here comes the 3/4. Happier Days Are Coming. We'll get them there. Almost there, Boss continues 2nd. Illicit Affair 3rd and KD Overdrive 4th. 3/4 in 1. 27-1. Down to an 1/8 of a mile to go. And they're homeward bound. Happier Days Are Coming, looking to see it through. Almost there, Boss, sent to the outside for the stretch drive. They're coming to the wire. Almost there, Boss will get up for Kenny Murphy. Second, Happier Days Are Coming. Illicit Affair will finish 3rd. And the time for this mile in 156.3.
Here comes the slow-mo replay brought to you by Universal Media for tonight's 7th race. Happier days are coming. And Paul Angel will try to go right down the road tonight. 28.57.2, 127.1. Here is the stretch drive. I think it might be raining out there a little bit. As Almost There Boss off a 2-hole trip, and Kenny Murphy get up to get the job done tonight. Second win of the season, 10th career. Kenny Murphy is the winning driver. Paul Angel second there with Happier Days Are Coming, and Illicit Affair and David Dowling third. It's 3-2-4 unofficially in the 7th, and we'll see Almost There Boss and Kenny Murphy in the Woodmere Standardbridge Winner Circle next.
Almost There Boss going to the 7th race winner's circle. By Pacing Gelding, he's 5. By Sunshine Beach, off the Dragon Again Dam, Skittle Hanover, owned by David and John Sweeteville, bred by Darrell Kaplan and the Blue Oak Stables, along with Harbhajan Singh. Trained by Ralph Sweet, Kenny Murphy will guide him to his 10th lifetime victory tonight. Good trip, 156.3. Almost There Boss in the 7th. Here's the official results in the 7th race. Little Tags was scratched. Happier Days Are Coming finished second. Almost There Boss, the race winner. Illicit Affair was third. KD Overdrive finished fourth. Then went 28. 57-2. 127-1. And the Mild in 156-3. In review, it's scratched 2-1, 3-4. Almost There Boss paid $7.10. The Exactor was $20.30. The Triactor was $20.60. And the Superfecta, $2.42. Taylor Doyle, phone the judges, please. Taylor Doyle.
The harness racing industry plays an important role in the Prince Edward Island economy. Various jobs and positions are impacted by just one racehorse, including farmers, breeders, owners, and many others who live and work in our province. Our industry remains strong and continues to support and grow the local economy. And we'll slide the selections into the screen for the upcoming 8th race. Number 1, Lady Divine, goes from a Swedish blind bridle to blinkers. Number 6, The Real Princess, has been scratched. No show wagering in here. I'm going 3-1-2. Classifiers choices 3-2-1. And backstretch Pete likes 1-3-5 in tonight's 8th race in 8 minutes.
Eighth race on the track for the parade. 1, Lady Divine, owned by Danny Bird of Vernon Bridge, trained by Jennifer Doyle, driven by David Dowling. Century Invictus, number 2, owned by Dunsand Farms of Warren Grove, trained by Nick Oakes, Norris Rogers. 3, Coast to Coast Shark is owned by Shirley Wallace of Alberton, trained by Jeff Wallace, Kenny Murphy. Roll with It, Darling, number 4, owned by Shirley O'Brien of Campbellton. Trained by Devin Wallace, Paul Angel drives. 5 The Devil's Cash, owned by Doug Beckwith from 2nd North River, New Brunswick, trained by Ricky Armstrong. The driver is Brady Sweet. Number 6, The Real Princess is scratched. There's 4 minutes wagering time on race number 8. Back down to Rocky at the HPI broadcast desk with information on game day at O'Brien's Social Bar and Kitchen.
Thank you, Vance. Join us for game day deals at O'Brien's Social Bar and Kitchen on the lower level at Red Shore, Charlottetown, every Friday and Saturday from 5 to 11 p.m. Enjoy great deals on appetizers and drinks. For more information, visit Redshores.ca or follow us on our social media platforms. Let's head out to the track for tonight's 8th race, and down comes the rain now. Exactor, 20-cent superfecta, triactor, win in place. No show wagering in here. It is the start of the 20-cent late pick 4. The 1 Lady Divine, Swedish Blind to blinkers in this one. The 6 Real Princess is scratched. And there's a look at my top selection. That is Coast to Coast Shark, 11-year-old, big gelding by Coast to Coast Yankee. For Shirley Wallace of Alberton, she's also the breeder. Jeff Wallace, her grandson, is the trainer, and Kenny Murphy will do the driving. Started here last Tuesday night from post 7, finished 5th, just beat by 3/4 of a length, 2 minutes flat. 29-3 on the end of it for Brady Sweet. Has a win, 155-3, new record taken this season at Summerside, right way down there in the bottom, August the 20th. So Coast to Coast Shark leaves 3 tonight with Mr. Murphy aboard at 3-1. There's a look at the rail sitter, Lady Divine, 3-year-old bay filly by Heston Blue Chip for Danny Bird of Vernon Bridge. Jennifer Doyle is the trainer. David Dowling, our leading driver. He is the driver, and he's looking for win number 2 tonight. Last start was here last Tuesday night, left from 4. Was a winner by a head in 158-1, closed it out 30-4, 7th win of the season that was. 12th career for Lady Divine. And as I mentioned, she goes from a Swedish blind bridle to blinkers tonight, leaving on the rail. Right now, 4-5. And there's the 2, Century Invictus, 5-year-old bay gelding by Better's Delight for Dunson Farms of Warren Grove. Nick Oakes, the trainer. Norris Rogers will do the driving. Scratched 2 weeks ago from October the 22nd start, but the start before that was October 15th. Right here from post 6 was a winner by 2 lengths in 159-4, closed it out in 30-3 for Norris Rogers. 5 wins on the season. 157 flat at Reader Carlton's 5/8 mile track in Ottawa. Century Invictus. Post 2 tonight with Norris Rogers, 14-1. Got a birthday greeting celebrating tomorrow. Home watching all the action tonight. Ricky Stewart. Happy birthday, Ricky, from all of us here at Red Shores. As tonight's 8th race scratched down to a field of 5. Lines up in behind the starting gate. Let's head back upstairs to Vance Cameron.
Lady Divine, Century Invictus, Coast to Coast Shark, Roll with It, Darling, and the Devil's Cash. Top of the stretch. Here they come. The rough and pacing Lady Divine up the rail is the first one out. Century Invictus second to the turn. Coming from the outside, the Devil's Cash third, then racing from fourth. That is Coast to Coast Shark, and the early trailer is Roll with It, Darling. They get pylon positions in the early going, and up the backstretch they go, led by Lady Divine for David Dowling. Second is Century Invictus, now in mid-pack third. That is the Devil's Cash. Fourth up the rail, Coast to Coast Shark, and trailing fifth is Roll with It, Darling. On by the opening quarter mile, Lady Divine likes the front end, and Dowling's got her there by almost 2. Off a 29 and 2 opener. Racing second, Century Invictus. The Devil's Cash comes out of the turn third. Coast to Coast Shark races fourth, followed by the trailer, who is Roll with It, Darling. They're halfway home, positions unchanged. Lady Divine, the midway point leader. Second, that is Century Invictus. That's the Devil's Cash continuing third, followed by Coast to Coast Shark fourth, and Roll with It, Darling fifth. 59 and 3 over to the half, and up the backstretch they go for time 2. 3/4 comes next. Lady Divine the leader. Century Invictus second. There goes the Devil's Cash to the outside third. Coast to Coast Shark, he's fourth, and the trailer fifth. Roll with It, Darling. The 3/4 completed. Lady Divine was there in 1:28 and 4. The Devil's Cash getting closer now. Third up the rail, Century Invictus. On the outside, fourth, Coast to Coast Shark. Down the home stretch now, Lady Divine, Century Invictus. The Devil's Cash on the outside. The deep stretch leader and the winner, the Devil's Cash for Brady Sweet. Second, that is Century Invictus. Coast to Coast Shark rallied up third. And the time for the mile in 1:59.2.
Here comes the slow-mo replay brought to you by Universal Media for tonight's 8th race. Lady Divine, 29-2, 59-3, 128 and 4. And here is the stretch drive. The Devil's Cash came first over and is going to come to the lead here in deep stretch to get the job done for the 6th time this season, 13th career. Brady Sweet in the bike, in for second, Century Invictus. Up for third was Coast to Coast Shark, so it's 5-2-3 unofficially in the 8th, and we're going to see the Devil's Cash and Brady Sweet in the Woodmere Standard Bridge Winner's Circle next.
In the barn area, we're going to need fenders and aprons for race numbers 10 and 11. Fenders and aprons are going to be required for race numbers 10 and 11. The Devil's Cash going to the Woodmere Standard Bridge Winner's Circle. Pacing back, gelding, he is 4 by Fearless Diablo from the Western Hanover Dam Racy Date, owned by Doug Beckwith of 2nd North River, New Brunswick. Bred by Lee Gavin of Tignish. trained by Ricky Armstrong, who now is in the hunt for the training title here in Summerside. Brady Sweet's in the driver's seat for the win. 159 and 2. The Devils cash in the 8th. Now the official results in race 8, Lady Divine 5th, Century Invictus 2nd, Coast to Coast Shark was 3rd, Roll With It Darling 4th, the Devil's Cash was the race winner. The Real Princess was scratched, fractions of 29 and 2, 59 and 3, 128 and 4, and the mile in 159 and 2. In review, it's 5-2-3, 4-1 scratched. The Devil's Cash 630 to win. The Exactor 5810, Triactor 7460, and the Superfecta 4536. Time to check your 50-50 draw tickets. Tonight valued at $213. Winning number will be A, 82632. Tonight's 50-50 winning number for $213 is A, 82632. Good luck.
Welcome back to Race Day Live here at Red Shore Summerside on a Tuesday night. I'm Rocky Skierman along with Vance Cameron bringing you all the action tonight. We have 8 races in the books. Let's talk about the Red Shores $500 second chance draw. Red Shores is pleased to offer the second chance draw for $500. Just sign the back of your uncashed tickets playing Summerside on Tuesdays for a chance to win $500. The draw will be on November the 19th. This is an on-track promotion exclusive to Summerside on-track players only. Live racing right here at Red Shores Summerside Tuesdays until November the 19th. Post times at 6 o'clock. And we'll slide the selections into the screen for the upcoming 9th race. Note the scratches of number 2, Brookdale Jim, number 3, Watchmaker, and number 5, Cheeky Play. No show wagering in this race. Also, no superfecta wagering. Line to be announced from first glance from the Charlottetown Driving Park, November the 3rd from post 5 was a winner. 156 flat. David Dowling was in the bike. Number 4, Silver Spirit, hobbles from 58 inches to 59 inches and from blind to an open bridle. I'm going 164 in here. Class Fire's choice is 136. Backstretch beat 146 in tonight's 9th race in 7 minutes.
Ninth race now for race. First glance, number 1, owned by Danny Bird of Vernon Bridge, trained by Jennifer Doyle, David Dowling driving. 2 and 3 are scratch. Number 4, Silver Spirit, owned by Thomas Woolridge from Mount Stewart, trained by Tammy Collins, Damian McClellan drives. 5 is scratch. Number 6, Nolan's Magic Sway, owned by Dale and Ronnie Rennie and Melissa Rennie, trained and driven by Adam Murner. Only 3 minutes wagering time on race number 9 for race replays, backstretch, beat, post time picks, race programs, and more. Visit the Red Shores Player Portal.
Let's head out to the track for tonight's 9th race, featuring exactor, win and place wagering, no superfecta, no show wagering. Triactor wagering as well. There is the one, First Glance, line to be announced November 3rd at Charlottetown. Left from 5 was a winner, 156 flat. David Dowling was in the bike. 9th win of the season, 26th career for First Glance. He's on the rail tonight with our leading driver, David Dowling, 1-9. There is the 6, Nolan's Magic Shui, 5-year-old bay gelding by Pang Shui for Dale and Ronnie Rennie Incorporated and Melissa Rennie. Adam Murner, the trainer driver, started here last Tuesday night from post 2, was a winner by a quarter of a length in 159-1. Closed it out in 27-1. 5 wins from 22 tries this season, 8 career, 155-2. Record taken at Charlottetown 3 starts ago. Nolan's Magic Shui with Adam Murner, 13-1. And to round out the field of 3, that is the 4, Silver Spirit, 5-year-old bay gelding by Veradero Hanover for Thomas Woolridge Jr. of Mount Stewart. Tammy Collins now the trainer. Damien McClellan gets the call to drive. Hobbles going from 58 to 59 and goes from blind to an open bridle tonight. Last start was here last Tuesday night. Left from 5, finished 3rd. Race time 157-3, 31-3 on the end of it for Paul Angel. 6 wins this season. Took a record of 155-3, 3 starts back at Charlottetown for Mark Campbell. Leaving for tonight is Silver Spirit and Damien McClellan. Damien McClellan's looking for his 3rd win tonight. Right now they're 7-1. Tonight's ninth race, scratched down to a field of 3 in the mud tonight. Let's head upstairs to Vance Cameron.
Updating on that track condition, racing officials now have it listed as sloppy and a 2-second variant. First glance, Silver Spirit, Nolan's Magic Sway, top of the stretch. Here they come. The rough end pacing, leaving out is Silver Spirit at the rail. First glance, third into the turn. That'll be Nolan's Magic Sway. So the trio, they race on around the turn, approaching the opening 8th pole. First glance will be the leader, in line to David Dowling. Now in second is Silver Spirit and the early trailer. Third, that is Nolan's Magic Sway. So the very compact field of 3 arrive at the quarter, and its first glance would be the fraction center. Racing from second is Silver Spirit around the turn. Third, that is Nolan's Magic Sway. They went 29 and 3 to the first quarter mile as they come off the paddock turn, and they straighten down the stretch for time 1, led by First Glance. Racing from second is Silver Spirit and the trailer third. That is Nolan's Magic Sway. They're halfway home. Widening the lead at the midway point is First Glance. Silver Spirit continues second, followed by Nolan's Magic Sway third. The half mile, 59 and 2. They're around the turn. They're over to 5/8 now with a 3-length lead. That is First Glance going to 3/4. Silver Spirit is second and dropping back third. That's Nolan's Magic Sway racing to 3/4, and their positions are unchanged right from the get-go here. First Glance the leader. Second is Silver Spirit. Nolan's Magic Sway in third. The 3/4 in 1:27 flat. They went 28 and change in the third, and they're now headed home. First Glance looking to see it through. Silver Spirit is second. Nolan's Magic Sway. Here is Dowling and Doyle again. First Glance all alone on the line. Second, that's Silver Spirit. Nolan's Magic Sway will finish third. And the time for the mile, they went 1:56 and 1.
Here comes a slow-mo replay brought to you by Universal Media for tonight's ninth race. First glance on the top all the way, 29-3, 59-2, 127. And he's home and cooled here. David Dowling doubles up tonight, 156 and 1 the mile for First Glance. That's his 10th win of the season, 27th career. In for second, Silver Spirit. Nolan's Magic Sway third. 146 unofficially in the ninth. We'll see First Glance and David Dowling, our leading driver in the Woodmere Standardbridge Winner Circle, next.
David Dowling has a lock on the driver's title for 2024 here in Summerside. Jennifer Doyle may be making a late bid in the trainers department. As First Glance have them the winner's circle in the ninth race, facing Roan Gelding 6, but thinking out loud. From the Whitefish Falls Dam, the White Glance, owned by Danny Bird of Vernon Bridge. He's got an owning double. Bred by Dwight Benson of Harrison, Ontario. Trainer Jennifer Doyle has tripled up. Driver David Dowling has doubled up. And the horse gets his second consecutive victory tonight, 156 and 1. First Glance in the ninth. Here's the official results now in the ninth. First Glance, the winner. 2 and 3 was scratched. Silver Spirit was second. 5 was scratched. Nolan's Magic Sway finished third. They went 29 and 3, 59 and 2, 127, and the mile in 156 and 1. In review, it's 1 scratched, 2 scratched, 3. First Glance 210, Exactor 320, Triactor 360. Tonight's winner of the 50-50 draw was Brandon Gillis from Belfast. Congratulations.
Welcome back to Race Day Live here at Red Shore Summerside on a Tuesday night. I'm Rocky Skierman, Vance Cameron in the booth calling all the action tonight. 9 races in the books. Let's talk about Park After Dark, Jingle and Mingle. Park After Dark presents Jingle and Mingle featuring Kim Albert and Faces with opening act Tipper Back on Saturday, December 7th at the Eastlink Center. Doors open at 7:30 and the entertainment begins at 8 o'clock. Tickets are $25 plus HST and fees, and they can be purchased through the Eastlink Center box office. And we'll slide the selections into the screen for the upcoming 10th race. Vance and I will be along with the Vance Cam, presented by Results Advertising and Marketing. I'm going with a 5-1-3 in here. Backstretch beat 1-5-3. Class first choice is 5-1-4 in the feature 10th in 8 minutes.
10th race is tonight's featured. They're on Post Parade. Bacon on a Biscuit wears number 1, owned by Brittany Watts of Springvale and Corey Livingston of Village Green. Adam Murner trains and drives. 2 is Starship Zodiac, owned by Robbie Williams of Poplar Grove, and Reese Williams of Ellerslie, trained by Reese Williams, driven by David Dowling. Number 3 is Hamac Maximus, owned by Brett McDonald of Freelton, Ontario, trained by Tammy Collings. Damien McClellan drives. 4, Sobble Attack, Paul Bigger of Tyne Valley co-owns and trains. Co-owner is Don Callbeck of Summerside. Kenny Murphy drives. 5 is Brookdale Johnny, owned by Douglas and Doug Pauley of Amherst, Nova Scotia, trained by Phil Sizer and driven by Paul Langell. Down to 3 minutes wagering time in race number 10. Rocky, you and I are coming back with our selections in tonight's featured. And once again, we thank Results Marketing and Advertising and their presentation of the Vance Cam. I'm off to the rail, and Bacon on a Biscuit, who was second best his last time around here at Summerside. I'll use him and Murner off of the rail tonight. I like number 5, Brookdale Johnny. He beat a better field of horses last time around. He may get Phil Sizer a part of the training title here. If he'll win tonight, he'll move him into top spot tie with Kyle Williams. If you're playing the try, I'm on 3, Hamac Maximus, and the Superfecta still available. I'll use 4, Sobble Attack. 1, 5, 3, 4 from the booth. Mr. Skierman, your choices.
Well, we'll flip-flop the first 2. I like the 5, Brookdale Johnny. As you mentioned, he beat a better field for second, Bacon on a Biscuit. And then the last 2 are the same. The 3, Hamac Maximus for third, and the 4, Sobble Attack to round out my top 4 Superfecta in here. So I'm going 5, 1, 3, 4. Vance likes 1, 5, 3, 4. I know it looks like it's wet out there, Vance. I'm glad I'm not a driver tonight. So good luck and get in on the 10th race wagering here at Red Shore Summerside. Let's have a quick look at the odds board for tonight's feature. Race 10, Bacon on a Biscuit, Adam Murner 2-1. Starship Zodiac, David Dowling at 8-1. Hamac Maximus, Damien McClellan. He has 2 wins, looking for a third at 2-1. Sobble Attack, Kenny Murphy at 5-2. And Brookdale Johnny and Paul Angel at 9-5. That's the field for tonight's feature. Race 10. Good luck with your decisions. Tonight's 10th race has a field of 5 lining up in behind the starting gate. We got apprentice Justin DeRoche in there with our starter Frankie Murphy. Scotty McKendrick driving the wheel here tonight. Let's go upstairs to Vance Cameron.
Bacon on a Biscuit, Starship Zodiac, Hamac Maximus, Sobble Attack, Brookdale Johnny. Top of the stretch. Tuesday night feature ready for a start. Rough and pacing, how Maximus is leaving out alongside Sobble Attack. Coming up into third is Brookdale Johnny, Bacon on a Biscuit away fourth, and the trailer Starship Zodiac as they roll around the turn, led by Howmack Maximus. For Damian McClellan, headed for the two-hole ride is Sobble Attack in mid-pack third. That's Brookdale Johnny, Bacon on a Biscuit has fourth, followed by the trailer, who is Starship Zodiac on by the opening quarter mile. Howmack Maximus controls for Damian McClellan, and they were solid at the opening quarter of 28 and 1. Tracking in the two-hole is Sobble Attack, racing third, Brookdale Johnny fourth. That is Bacon on a Biscuit, and Starship Zodiac sees them all from fifth. They approach the half mile, led by Howmack Maximus. He'll get them halfway home. In second, that's Sobble Attack. Racing third is Brookdale Johnny, Bacon on a Biscuit. He goes fourth, and Starship Zodiac is trailing fifth. 58 and 3 was the opening half mile. Over to the 5/8, led by Howmack Maximus. There goes Brookdale Johnny. Up on the outside, second. Sobble Attack third. Bacon on a Biscuit is tipped out fourth. Starship Zodiac fifth. Here comes the three-quarters. Howmack Maximus getting him there. Brookdale Johnny under a drive on the outside second. Sobble Attack's in third. Three-quarters up in one. 28 and 2 as they round the turn for the final time. And they're headed down the home stretch. Howmack Maximus still there. On the outside, Brookdale Johnny third at the rail. Sobble Attack landing on the wire. Here's Damian McClellan to get the triple tonight. He wins the feature with Howmack Maximus. Second is Brookdale Johnny. Sobble Attack, he will finish third. And the time for the mile in 1:57 and 1.
Here comes the slow-mo replay brought to you by Universal Media for tonight's 10th race feature. Howmack Maximus, Damian McClellan insisted on cutting this one. 28-1 the half, 58 and 3, 128 and 2, and they'll get the job done here in 157 and 1. It's better to be out ahead of that mud than getting it in your face. And they get the job done here tonight. Damian McClellan triples up here at Red Shores. Summerside in for second. Brookdale Johnny. Sobble Attack is third, so it's 3-5-4 unofficially. In the 10th, we're going to see Howmack Maximus and Damian McClellan in the Woodmere Standardbridge Winner's Circle next.
Howmack Maximus on his way to the Woodmere Standardbridge Winners Circle. Bay pacing gelding, he's 5. The son of Articulator off the American Ideal Dam. Sirocco Miley K is owned by Brett McDonald of Freelton, Ontario, and bred by Howmack Farms Limited. Trained by Tammy Collins. Damian McClellan's third winner tonight as he triples up the mile 157 and 1. How Mac Maximus triples up McClellan in the Tuesday night feature at Summerside. Now the official results in the 10th, Bacon on a Biscuit 4th, Starship Zodiac 5th, Almac Maximus the race winner, Sobble Attack 3rd, Brookdale Johnny finished 2nd, fractions of 28 and 1, 58 and 3, 128 and 2, the mile in 157 and 1, in review 451, 3-2. Almac Maximus paid $10 to win. The exactor was $18.30. Triactor $248.90. Superfecta paid $12.64.
You can wager at the track or from home with HPI. It's free to sign up at hpibet.com. Wager $100 in the first 30 days and receive a deposit for $100. Wager on Redshore, Summerside, or Charlottetown, where now for the first time you can earn rewards. Get ready for the fall-winter meet by signing up at hpibet.com. And we'll slide the selections into the screen for the 11th race finale. I'm going with a 1-3-5-8-2 in here. Classifiers choice is 3, 4, 6. Note the 4 is scratched and the 6 is scratched. In the upcoming 11th race, number 8, Usurper. The driver is David Dowling, and he removes the Tony Morgan spreader. Post time in 8 minutes.
Tonight's 11th race featuring the Super High 5 on Post Parade, number 1 Pictonian Storm, is owned and trained by Tammy Collins of Hazelbrook. Damian McClellan drives. Azure Beach, number 2, owned by Darla McCachran of Summerside, trained by Dwayne McCachran, Paul Angel. 3 is J.J. Patrick, owned by Mark Land and Ricky Armstrong of Summerside. Ricky does the training, driven by Kenny Murphy. 4, Midnight McNeil is scratch. Number 5 is Western Delight. Adam Murner drives tonight for owner-trainer Ralph Sweet, O'Leary. 6, Tony Curtis is scratch. Number 7 is Hemingway, owned by Abby Clow of Cornwall, trained by Dina Clow. Brady Sweet catch drives. Number 8 is Usurper, owned and trained by Mike Peters of Emmyvale. Note the driver change to David Dowling. David Dowling on number 8, Usurper. 3 minutes wagering time on race number 11. Our next card of live racing comes up on Saturday afternoon at Redshores, Charlottetown. First post is at 12:30 p.m. Rocky has his Super High 5 selections to wrap up Tuesday night in Summerside.
Thank you, Vance. And there is a look at our selections on the board. I'm going with the rail sitter and a hot Damian McClellan. Tammy Collins also hot tonight. She's looking for her second win. She won the feature with Halmac Maximus. Damian McClellan, that was his third win. In for second, the 3, J.J. Patrick. For third, I'll go with the 5, Western Delight. For fourth, the 8, Usurper, David Dowling in the bike. And to round out my Super High 5, the 2, Azure Beach. So I'm going 1, 3, 5, 8, 2. Vance Cameron likes the 3, J.J. Patrick on top. For second, the 1, Pictonian Storm. For third, Western Delight. Then for fourth, the 2, Azure Beach. And to round it out with the 8, Usurper. So he's going 3, 1, 5, 2, 8. I'm going 1, 3, 5, 8, 2. Good luck with the Super High 5. Let's have a look at the odds board for the 11th race finale. Pictonian Storm at 2-1 with Damian McClellan. Azure Beach 2, Paul Angel 16-1. J.J. Patrick, Kenny Murphy at 1-2. The 4 is scratched. Western Delight, Adam Murner at 2-1. Stony Curtis, the 6 is scratched. The 7, Hemingway, all 9s on the board. And the 8, Usurper and David Dowling. No tickets sold yet on Usurper in the finale. Good luck with your selections here in the finale. Tonight's 11th race finale, scratched down to a field of 6. They're lining up in behind the starting gate. Let's go back upstairs to Vance Cameron.
Pictonian Storm, Azure Beach, and J.J. Patrick. Western Delight, Hemingway, Usurper. Top of the stretch. Approaching a start. It's the Super High 5 finale time. The rough and pacing J.J. Patrick, the first one out. Pictonian Storm is second into the turn. That is Western Delight third. Racing from fourth is Azure Beach. Fifth is Hemingway and Usurper. On the outside, the trailer. And up the backstretch they go to the quarter, led by J.J. Patrick. In line to Kenny Murphy, Pictonian Storm, the veteran pacer, away with a two-hole ride, racing third. That's Western Delight. Azure Beach is fourth. Hemingway's in fifth, and trailing sixth. That is Usurper. Straight alignment on by the first quarter, and they were there in 29-4. J.J. Patrick, the fraction center at 3/8. In the two-hole, Pictonian Storm racing third. Western Delight. Fourth is Azure Beach. There goes Hemingway. Sent to the outside, fifth, and following out in sixth. That is Usurper. They're halfway home in the nightcap, led by J.J. Patrick. Hemingway rushes up now to challenge the leader. Third up the rail, Pictonian Storm. Usurper on the outside is fourth. They were at the half mile in 1:01.4. As they move round the turn, arriving at 5/8, led by J.J. Patrick. From the outside, Hemingway now second. Third up the rail, Pictonian Storm. Up fourth on the outside, Usurper. Western Delight riding the rail fifth. Azure Beach on the outside is sixth. They arrive at three quarters. J.J. Patrick along the rail. To his outside, that's the long shot challenger. Hemingway, three quarters tripped into 1:31.3 on the turn for the final time. J.J. Patrick is homeward bound. Pictonian Storm along the rail. Hemingway between horses. Usurper, deep stretch now. J.J. Patrick almost there. J.J. Patrick goes all the way. Second, that is Pictonian Storm. We'll need a show photo. And the time for the mile to close it out. 2:02.2.
Here comes the slow-mo replay brought to you by Universal Media for the finale. J.J. Patrick and Kenny Murphy get to the front tonight, 29-4, 101-4, 131-3. And here is the stretch drive, looking to go all the way to get his 25th lifetime win tonight. J.J. Patrick on the line for Kenny Murphy. Doubles up in for second. Pictonian Storm. Looks like the two might get up for third. And it is the two. Azure Beach in there for third. So it's 3-1-2 unofficially. In the finale, we're going to see J.J. Patrick and Kenny Murphy in the Woodmere Standard Bridge Winner's Circle next.
I had mentioned the trainer standings being real tight with only two more race cards here in Summerside. So this will be trainer Ricky Armstrong's second winner. He is right in the mix going into those final two cards. J.J. Patrick's going to the winner's circle here in the 11th, by facing Gelding 7. By Image of Dawn from the Rustler Hanover Dam, Hurricane Heidi. Owned by Mark Golan and Ricky Armstrong of Summerside, bred by Jamie McKinley. Ricky Armstrong has the training double, and Kenny Murphy has a driving double tonight to close it out. 2:02 and 2, the time for the mile, and that's J.J. Patrick and his 25th lifetime victory, and he gets it in the Super High 5 at Summerside. Now the official results in race 11, Pictonian Storm was second, Azure Beach third, J.J. Patrick the race winner, Midnight McNeil was scratched, Western Delight finished fifth, Stony Curtis was scratched, Hemingway was sixth, Usurper finished fourth, then went 29 and 4, 101 and 4, 131 and 3, and the mile in 2:02 and 2. From the top, your program reads 2-3-1. Scratch 5 scratched, 6-4. J.J. Patrick 390 to win. The exactor 760. Triactor was 1680. The late daily double paid 1580, and the super high 5 at 1586. And that will complete our live presentation tonight here in Summerside. The par mutual handle went $30,511. Ladies and gentlemen, from up top of the Summerside Raceway, thanking you for joining us. This is Vance Cameron, bidding you a safe journey home.